What is shock? Shock is a state of cellular dysoxia caused by the mismatch between oxygen delivery and the oxygen consumption, leading to anaerobic metabolism. This is your shock. So this is the definition of the shock. You have to remember the shock. And why it is caused? When there is a supply failure of the oxygen, when there is a demand excess of the oxygen. What is the supply failure? Decreased oxygen delivery, low cardiac output, pump failure, arrhythmias, low hemoglobin, hemorrhage, anemia, low saturation, hypoxia, and carbon dioxide poisoning. What is demand excess? It is increased oxygen consumption. Why do you find the increased oxygen consumption? Hypermetabolism, sepsis, fever, thyroid toxicosis, increased work, respiratory distress, and the agitation, pain, all these things that can causes the demand excess. Now from the aerobic to anaerobic, how it occurs? When the perfusion fails, cells are forced into anaerobic metabolism, producing only the 2 ATP per glucose instead of 38. There will be the lactic accumulation, sodium potassium pump failure, cellular swelling, sodium and water influx, and cell death. So depletion of ATP that you have to note it. The classification of shock. One is the hypovolemic, where the volume becomes less. Cardiogenic, cause lies with the heart. Distribution, hypovolemic means loss of circulatory fluid or volume, then intravascular. Cardiogenic means pump failure despite the adequate volume. Then the distributive. Pathology, what lecture come day? I read from the pathological vasodilation, then obstructive physical blockage of the circulations. These are the classification of shock. Hypovolemic shock. Mechanism, preload failure, critical reduction in intravascular volume, decreases venous return. These are some of the causes for the preload failure. Now etiology. What is the etiology for the hypovolemic shock? Hemorrhage, trauma, GI bleeding, aneurysm. GI bleeding means hematomesis and malaria. That is the most common GI bleeding. Aneurysm means dilatation of the any vessel is aneurysms. So it may rupture and causing your hypovolemic shock. Dehydration, vomiting, diarrhea, and polyuria. A third spacing means burn. In case of burns, there is exudation of fluid into the extracellular spaces. So in burns, you will find that the shock like conditions. Pancreatitis, ascites. Now is the cardiogenic shock. Mechanism of the cardiogenic shock is contractility failure. তুমি কি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নিছো? Primary causes, if it is with the muscle of the heart, then acute myocardial infarctions or cardiomyopathy. What the weakness of the heart muscle is there? Mechanical, acute mitral regurgitations, then VSD, ventriculoseptal defect, arrhythmias, VTB, BHAP, and complete heart block. Distribution shock. This is afterload failure. Severe pathological vasodilation causes systemic vascular resistance to plummeted. The vascular continue expands and making normal blood volume in septic shock. Most commonly cytokine mediated vasodilation, anaphylactic, histamine mediated massive dilatations, neurogenic, loss of sympathetic tone. These are the, when there is a spinal cord injury, you will find these conditions. Focus on sepsis. Sepsis triggers it causes inflammatory metabolites like TNF alpha, IL-1 to IL, and causes widespread endothelial damage and key pathophysiology. Vasodilation, excess nitric oxide productions, capillary leak, fluid shifts into the tissues, microthrombi, DIC blocks microcirculations. Now, obstructive shock. When there is a mechanical blockage, how the mechanical blockage occurs? Clot obstructs the RV inflow and the RV failure, right ventricular failure. Tension pneumothorax, high intrathoracic pressure kinks the vena cava, and which result into the reduced preload. Cardiac tamponade. When fluid restricts diastolic filling. In the diastole, the heart fills into the right ventricle, and there is the failure of that filling. Now, stages of shock. Initially, what happens? Hypoperfusion begins, switch to anaerobic metabolism, and often subclinical. Compensatory. Systemic or sympathetic nervous stimulation activation, tachycardia, vasoconstriction, BP is maintained but lactate rises. Progressive compensation fails. There is no compensating mechanism which fails, BP drops, and there is a hypotension, oxygen dysfunction begins. Refractory means irreversible cell death or multi-organ damage occurs. Death is imminent despite aggressive therapy. Preserving core perfusions. The body sacrifices peripheral perfusion to save the brain and heart. To treat the shock is our main purpose is to keep the brain and heart in a functioning state. So how it occurs? Sympathetic nervous system, rapid release of the catecholamines. Catecholamines mean the hormones which are secreted by the sympathetic nerve. One is the norepinephrine and another is the epinephrine. Another is the RUS pathway. Kidney releases renin, and renin breaks down the angiotensin 2 into angiotensin 1, and along with that aldosterone. Aldosterone is, it retains it absorbs the sodium. So in this way the compensatory mechanism works. Hemodynamic profiles, hypovolemia and cardiogenic distribution obstructive. You have to write this. Principles of resuscitation. Any patient whoever comes to you, your first duty is to resuscitate the patient. How you resuscitate? You have to look for the oxygen, whether oxygen is maintained, oxygen supply is maintained or not. So goal is to give the oxygen. Next, infuse or infusion. Volume expansion. How we give the volume expansion material? Restore intravascular volume by using fluid. Monitor the responsiveness to avoid overload. Then pump. Use vasoactive agents. If a fluid falls failure, vasopressor to fix the hypotension, ionotopes to fix low cardiac output. Now is the fluid replacement strategy. The first thing, whenever any patient comes, we have to give crystalloid. What are the crystalloid? Sodium, potassium, chlorine, bicarbonate. By this we make the fluid, and we have to replenish the volume by giving the crystalloids. Then colloids. Colloids are albumin, then hemaxil. All these things are your colloids. And blood products. What are the blood products? We can give the whole blood, or we can give the plasma. We can give the platelet. These are some of the blood products. This is very important. So how we measure the fluid responsiveness? Static measures CVP, central venous pressure. We give a line of others to measure the central venous pressure. Dynamic measures passive leg raise. Reversible autobodies of 300 ml of blood. Autobolus 300 ml of blood. If pulse pressure of carbon monoxide increases more than 10%, patient is responsive. Always remember that we have to see whether the patient is hydrated or not. How to know that? If the urine output is 0.5 ml per kg per hour, then patient is responding well to your treatment. Then lactate clearance, you have to say, capillary refill time 3 seconds less, then indicates balance between the O2 delivery and the consumption, this SCVO2. Monitoring tools you have to know after that. What are the vasopressors? Sympathetic hormones, two hormones, sympathetic nerves that releases. One is the norepinephrine, another is the epinephrine. And norepinephrine and epinephrine, it is also secreted by the adrenal gland. And after the ionotropy, increased contractility of the muscle. Dobutamine we use some of the time. So when we find that everything fails, epinephrine, potent ionotrope. Epinephrine also we have in our emergency kit. This is how we learn the shock curve. We have to read it and try to note it. This thing only you have to read and read. Otherwise you cannot remember. For us also it is sometimes difficult. And this only to remember. But surgery generally, it comes when the systemic disease we start. In that case, you have to learn properly. This is all about your shock. Anything you want to know? You want any confusion? So first you have to know what is shock. Definition, you have to know the shock. Shock definition is there. You have to know the shock, what is shock, and how shock develops, supply failure, then demand, if the demand increases or excess. So what are the conditions you have to know? Types and resuscitation of shock. This is all about shock.